Hello everyone, this lesson plan is on Grade 2 Healthy Eating. The group members are Emily Picanelli, Kylie Savage, Jillian Stett, and Ashley Van Wright.
Our lesson ties in with Strand D of the Health and Physical Education curriculum, Healthy Living. The overall expectation is to demonstrate the ability to apply health knowledge and social-emotional learning skills to make reasoned decisions and take appropriate actions relating to their personal health and well-being, with the specific expectation being to demonstrate an understanding of how to make healthy food choices for meals and snacks, considering the factors they can and cannot control. What we will be looking for and assessing throughout the lesson is if students can identify what food group specific foods belong to, and if they can identify how many servings of food per day is recommended for healthy food choices. Assessment of learning involves observations which will be taken to gain an understanding of what knowledge students already know about healthy and unhealthy foods. Assessment for learning will look at students being assessed by the completion of the worksheet presented in the third activity.
Now we are going to touch base on the accommodations and modifications that can be done during our lesson and activities. Some accommodations may include to provide prompts and visual examples, reword expectations in simpler language, have peer mentoring, adapting the time allotted for the learning tasks, frequent breaks during the lesson, a checklist of written instructions, and for students with fine motor difficulties who may have trouble navigating the computer mouse, they can use a trackpad or trackball. Some modifications that may be used could be for students to complete a different set of expectations. So for example, according to the grade below or the grade above criteria. Another modification may be to have a student complete less components of the lesson and activities. To start off the lesson, students will be encouraged to get out of their seats and dance to the song Good Foods by Jack Hartman. The song explains the good foods that help our muscles grow and gives examples of some good, healthy foods. We will now just play a little glimpse of what the video looks like.
Jack Cartman! Kids Music Channel!
What helps your muscles grow big and strong? Grow, grow, grow big and strong. What helps your legs run real fast? Run, run, run real fast. What helps your arms swim in the water? Swim, swim, swim in the water. What helps your body grow? It's good foods help your muscles grow. Good foods help you run real fast. Good foods help your arms to swim. Good foods, alright. Good foods, alright. Like apples, bananas, oranges and grapes, chicken, fish, ham and steak, broccoli, beans, carrots and corn, potatoes, rice, may I have a little more? Yeah!
Our first activity is called Healthy versus Unhealthy. We have created a slideshow that shows a chart that has two different sides. One side is called healthy and the other side is called unhealthy. We will then have different foods come up on each slide. As a class, the students will then sort the items into the correct category by stating if one is unhealthy or healthy. We will show this example of our slides on the following slides. But once we are done this activity, we will then have an open-ended discussion with our students as to why certain foods are considered healthy and unhealthy. The first image is of a banana. The students will then tell us which category a banana fits into. We will then show a picture of a bag of chips. The students will then classify whether this item is healthy or unhealthy. For the purpose of this presentation, we will just quickly go over the rest of the slides, but this slideshow will be provided to you within our lesson plan. The activity just follows the same order in which we showed previously.
For our second activity, each student will be given a paper plate mimicking the Canada's Food Guide plate. At the front of the classroom, there will be plastic play food or pictures of food. Students will be given 5 minutes and asked to pick the food they like to eat or want to add to their plates. After 5 minutes, students will be asked to return to their seats, and a few students can share what they put on their plate. Canada's Food Guide food plate will be shown to the class using the website foodguide.canada.ca. Students will compare their plate to Canada's Food Guide plate and will engage in a class discussion. Some questions can include: does your plate follow the Canadian Food Guide? How similar or different is your plate from the suggested plate?
Here is the Canada's Food Guide website that students will be exploring in activities 2 and 3. They will also be using this website for their culminating activity that we will see later in the presentation.
For activity number 3, students will be given a Chromebook and will navigate to the interactive MyPlate match game found at this link. The website requires students to sort food into their respective categories on the plate. Although this game is created from the Food Guide prior to 2019, it allows students to gain an understanding of which foods belong in each category. For instance, carrots are vegetables and rice is a grain. After completing this game, students will compare the 2018 food plate with the current food plate, and the class will discuss the differences.
For our culminating activity, we made an interactive worksheet. So students will work independently using Chromebooks to complete the worksheet. They will navigate to Canada's Food Guide website, and after scrolling through the website and gaining an understanding of the new food guide, students will independently complete an interactive worksheet online that will be shared to them via Google Classroom. This is the interactive worksheet we made for our culminating activity. So students will click and drag the labels of the plate to the correct spots and then drag each food item to their appropriate section of the plate. This activity will also be used as assessment for learning, as we will assess what students have learned throughout the lesson and various activities. One opportunity for cross-curricular integration that we thought of would be through science. Students could explore what types of food give the body energy, or examine how technology may influence our eating habits in a positive or negative way, and how it impacts our bodies. Students could also grow a vegetable garden at the school to learn about the growth cycle of healthy plants and foods. Another subject for integration could be visual arts. Students could create a collage with pictures of healthy food that they could find in magazines or grocery flyers. They could also create artwork using paint and stamps made from various plant parts or fruits and vegetables. Another subject that could integrate healthy eating is language arts. Students could write a journal reflection describing the differences they see between their original plate from their first activity and their plate at the end of the MyPlate activity. We could also read a book or ebook that uses healthy eating and nutrition themes as a part of the lesson. Students could also explain how advertisements for healthy food and those for fast food or prepackaged products are different.